You recording?
Yep.
Okay, biography. Introduction. Biography is the study of the distribution of existing or extant and extinct plant and animal species in specific geographical regions. The Earth's biosphere can be divided into biogeographical regions. These biogeographical regions formed as a result of continental drift Pangea drift apart, forming the continents we see today. Studies have shown that closely related species usually occur in the same geographical region, and this might suggest that they share a common ancestor. These organisms can move from place to place within the region, but not from one region to another region. This is prevented by natural barriers, for example, unsuitable climates, large bodies of water, etc. Diversity between biogeographical regions. Each of these regions has a group of organisms that are more closely related to each other than to organisms in other biographic regions. This is because of local diversification by speciation, forming of new species, and the dispersal spread of those species within a biogeographical region, which is organisms in a region equals descendants from the ancestors that were previously there.
Examples of differences between regions. South America, neotropical, and Africa, afrotropical, almost identical climatic conditions but very different animals. Africa, which has rhinos, hippos, lions, lemurs, and monkeys, while South America has pumas, jaguars, raccoons, possums, and llamas. Looking at these examples, we can see that similar environments can contain entirely different species groups. Different species are flightless birds or ratites in different regions. So you have the ostrich, elephant bird, cassowaries, emu, moas, kiwi, rias, and tinamous.
Where are we?
Slide 7.
My reading.
Yeah.
Okay. Large indigenous mammals in the Australian region. Marsupials. The rest of the world's mammals are placentals. Cool picture. Biogeographical distribution of species. Early explorers were aware of patterns of animals and plant distribution as they discovered new and previously unknown plants and animals as they discovered new lands. Sir Joseph Dalton Hooker was a plant collector and organism classifier, and Alfred Wallace influenced the biogeographical work of Charles Darwin.
Mm. In Darwin's explanation of biogeographical distribution of species, Darwin studied the biogeographical patterns mainly in the Galapagos Islands. After all his investigations, he rejected the theory that all species remain unchanged and that the discontinuities are in the distribution patterns of species were due to separate multiple creations. Darwin's explanation of how species distributed. Each species have its origin in a single center of origin. The species the dispersed passively or actively from the center of origin. The ancestor of each species became extinct in the single center of the origin. As a result of being dispersed, populations became isolated from their ancestors and each other by geographic barriers. As separate populations colonized, the species adapted conditions and formed new species. Darwin also observed that some species in the adjacent geographical areas tended to have more features in common than those living further apart.
Uh, okay. A clustering pattern of closely allied species. Anyways, so origin and initial colonization. Galapagos tortoises. Do I need to read all these examples?
No.
All right. World distribution of large flightless birds. Blah 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 blah. Those are just my examples. Look at that. That's cool. Anyways, we're done biography.
Sure, boss.
Sure, boss. We'll call again at 9:30 to play some Siege.
Amaluki Koeli, I'm gonna like it.
Bet.
Sure, boss.
In the recording.
Oh, yeah.